Alright, the Motor Trend channel. So, the Motor Trend channel is obviously a YouTube channel about, you know, different cars and stuff. But my favorite series of theirs is one called Dirt Every Day, which is on off-road vehicles, where they basically take, sometimes they'll take different kinds of off-road vehicles, and then they'll turn them into really, really good off-road vehicles. Or sometimes they'll just look at different off-road vehicles, like, say, repurposed Humvee or something. But I always liked their Jeep called Tubesock, which is just a Jeep, or a Jeep TJ, I think, yeah, Jeep TJ, Toledo Jeep, that they took, and they modified it, and they took it to, an off-road place that I can't think of the name of now. The episode was called something, I forget. I'll probably put a link in the description to that. But I thought it would be cool to do a Jeep build on it. So this is my Orlandoo Hunter Jeep Wrangler Rubicon kit, and I'm going to try to turn it and make it look as much or as close to theirs did as possible. So I've already kind of started it. I've taken off the flared wheel wells. You can see all that's left of them are these plastic scraps, white plastic, and I shaved down the doors to look more like that, and then I've also taken off the stickers that I had on the top and taken off all the residue that they left. So, but in this episode, I wanted to, first episode, I wanted to remove the rear window, because theirs did not have one of these, take off the tire, and see what I can do with hiding the electronics. So, first of all, work on the electronics. So this is my receiver. It's connected to my FlySky FS GT3B. Great receiver. And it's just double-side taped onto the, on top of the ESC. And I thought that, well, if we take this double-sided tape off, I got my finger bandaged up, because it was burned and blistered and didn't like it. So what I was thinking we could do is move this, and then with the top on, oh yeah, the top is actually a different, I made this a separate piece from the body so that I can paint it black. And maybe I could move it like here, or change it to somewhere else where it's not as noticeable. So I'm going to try here first. Put down the double-sided tape. I'm going to center that. Have it there. Put this on. Put the body back on. Try to get that back in place. Sorry. This isn't... This is a disaster. I want to make sure I can still get the battery connected. Those are the battery wires. Okay. So this has to go there. To try to get it to stay there. I'll go ahead and do that. Somehow the antenna wire got stuck there. Taking that out. Okay. So now it's a little bit more flat. I'll just have that hanging off the back. Wires are more out though. So far it looks like it's going to work. Alright, so that works. I'm going to keep that actually. Now on their Jeep build, they actually took off the top part of the doors, which is what I've already done. That was just a thing that I did when I was trying to make it a completely topless Jeep. That, as you can see, that didn't go very well. So I think that's good enough. You can't see the electronics as much, and I don't really care if, like, it's just that tiny bit hanging up. After I finish recording, that's pretty good. After I finish recording, I'm going to double side tape that in, or double tape that in. And now moving on, I'm going to cut off the back window, and then remove this backup light here. So, I've already taken out the windows in the front. Windshield is hot glued in. I'm going to do something a little bit more permanent with that. But just taking this, squeezing it. Ah. Ow. Don't want to get cut again. I was going to make an email joke where I said I cut myself enough as it is now. But, no. Alright, well, that's a start. I'm going to have to glue that back in. Didn't think that would happen anymore. What? Oh, it's hot glued to the thing. With a thing. By a thing. Alright, I just have to, you see that? That's fine. There we go. Alright, I think that's it. So, all I have to do is remove this part with the AT sticker on it. But I'm going to start with this part first. So, where did I put that? Alright, we have our wheel removing tool, and their Jeep didn't have any of this. Make sure I keep track of that. Any of this part. That's just getting removed. I think it's glued in though. Yeah, it is. Alright, take out the screw, pull that off, and I think that, yep, the tire is going to cover that up. So stick the screw back through, then put on the wheel. Yeah, this will work. I like to make sure that the Orlandoo Hunter words or text is facing up. I think this is, yeah, this is going to be deep enough to do it. Alright, that's going in. Alright, so that's there, and this is out. That's going to look, yep, it's going to look good. Now I just have to remove this part. Take my hobby knife, and I'm going to try to keep that top part there, just because that'll hopefully hold it together a little bit better. But I'm just going to, I can't see this very well. There we go, got the cut started, cut down the side, here, alright, there we go, got to the end. You can see that is not the best cut, but it'll work. Now on the other side, follow the line, pushing pretty hard now. Just a sec, I'm going to do this off camera. Come on, get it, yes, 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 I heard a crack. That's good, that's good, that's good. Alright, finally. Alright, so that piece is off now. Scrap, unless I want to connect it again sometime. I'm just going to fit this piece, the rest of the windshield back in. Quickly, alright, so that works. Now let's see. Yep, that's going to go in. Now another thing I have to do with this project is try to get the top to look like a soft top. So the way I'm thinking I'm going to do that is by sanding down this, because on the inside you can see there aren't any indentations from it. Maybe fill in this line or sand it down so that it looks like that isn't a line, and then maybe use some plastic bits to get the shape that soft tops have, and use just a piece of plastic here. Actually, I'm not sure if Tubesock even has that, to make this look more like the soft top, like that's or covering up some kind of roll cage, and then paint it black. Hopefully that'll hide the scratches here from taking it off. You can see that's a separate piece now. But on the back, this looks pretty good. Alright, I've done the rest on camera, or off camera, but I finished it up. So, the receiver is a little bit more hidden. You can see there isn't very much to look at in the back, which is good. Windshield is taken off. The trunk has been put back in place. And that'll be it for this short episode. The first part of my Jeep build.